truth of ourself. And there is certainly no exception in this, in using special relationships to come to grips with the truth of who we really are.
I won't just stay in a situation that brings me no joy just because, well, this is for my own best interest. I'm not one of those people. I'm not one of those people that stays in situations that they got a choice about changing because, well, if I don't learn this lesson, I've heard people say, well, if I don't learn this lesson in this relationship, I'm going to learn it in another relationship, even though they're hating every second of the relationship they're in. It just seems to me it would be easier to give myself a fresh and clean perception. And it's just the lesson of love. Well, hey, you know what? If you and I are going through a lot of pain and we can't get past our pain, the Course in Miracles says at the second level of relationship, two people come together, have a very intense teaching-learning situation and appear to separate because they've learned as much as they can from each other at the time. People who feel guilt about divorces or feel like they haven't had relationships that have been lifelong, and I remind them of the fact that it's actually more normal for people to come together and separate and come together and separate than it is to spend a lifetime in a relationship with somebody. So most people are kind of like putting themselves down about not being able to have one relationship that lasts forever, and they overlooking the obvious truth that that's not the natural way it operates because there are more people who have many relationships that they grow through.
Lately, Papachi has been reminded of the weight of the world on people's shoulders. The baggage we all carry with us, from house to house, city to city, relationship to relationship, lifetime to lifetime. We like to give our baggage to others to carry for us. Here, Papachi, carry my baggage along with yours. Yuri, I have no desire or the need or want to acquire any more baggage, yours or mine. Clean out your closets. Clean out your mind. Look at what you actually have in your house. See how much of the stuff you have accumulated that you no longer need or want and don't even know you have, but you carry around just in case you might need it. Nonsense. For Buddha's sake, stop! Let go of this clutter that fills your mind.
If you forgive as you go along, then eventually you're going to undo the ego, be more in a condition of spirit, and because of that, what will happen is that the unconscious guilt that is in your mind will be healed by the Holy Spirit. And if that happens, it's ironic, but you're actually going to end up enjoying your special relationships more, not less, because as guilt is undone in the mind, then what happens is that you feel more free to enjoy everything.
Beneath the surface of that special love relationship is the expectation that someone else is going to make us happy, that we're not really responsible ourselves for our feelings or our happiness in our life. And as soon as that other person does not act the way that we think that they should, when they haven't filled the role that we have assigned them to fill, we now begin to blame them for our unhappiness. And this is what happens in every special love relationship eventually.
You see what you look for in this dream. If you want to see other dream characters challenging you to wake up or practice forgiveness, they won't disappoint you. And again, the way the Course defines forgiveness is simply taking back my projections I put onto others.
Because it's all one. It's my guilt that I project out, and it permeates and contaminates every relationship I have, even when I'm not aware of it. But when I choose to forgive and let go of the guilt, which means I let go of my belief in separation, that you and I are separate, then all of my relationships